Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. And today we've got another bit of 40k news for you for the last 24 hours. And it is, rather unsurprisingly, the Deathwing preview for the Dark Angels upcoming codex. Now, Ravenwing, we've already had, been and gone. Bikes at secure objectives, and like most people guessed, Deathwing having the same kind of treatment done to them. Basically, whole Terminator armies or detachments with the Terminators having OBSEC. That's surprising nobody, really, when the Ravenwing dropped. Like I said, the first company we're going to get this rule, just to show, obviously, how they work with their master units of Terminator armor. And as you can see from this particular blurb right here, if every unit in your army except unaligned units has Dark Angels keyword, then Dark Angels Vanguard detachments that only contain models from the Deathwing and or Inner Circle keywords gain the first company ability. And basically the the first company ability, is exactly the same as the second company ability, except instead of bikes, your Deathwing Terminator Squad, Terminator Squads, Terminator Assault Squads, and Relic Terminator Squad units in this detachment gain object secured ability as described in the Warhammer 40,000 rulebook. So it means all your big beefy boys in the big beefy armor can now hold and take objectives, as well as gain +3 command points, as well as if your warlord is part of the detachment. Right, very thematic. Very nice for people who want to play big, fluffy Terminator lists. More power to you. Probably not going to be as powerful as the Ravenwing detachment in the actual competitive side of things. Just because with the Ravenwing, you've got the mobility. You've got that fast-moving, hard-hitting mobility that comes with just having massed bikes, tough enough to shift, and you can zip around the board quite quickly. Whereas those Terminators, you ain't fast. You ain't going anywhere fast. But it's not just Terminators. They also have the ability to sort of add other units into the first company. Previously, what used to happen, as according to the blurb here, you spend command points to sort of induct other units into the inner circle to get benefits. But now, you don't do that. It's just points. So, as you can see from this little table here, you've got rights of initiation, a whole list. We don't know if this is the full comprehensive list, but it is a list of units that you may include to get the Deathwing or first company keyword. And all you're doing is paying points. So, Captain, 20 points, Primaris, 15, Dreadnought, 15, yada, yada, yada. Bring these into the first company, into the Deathwing, and you get the buffs. You get the Deathwing keyword and all the benefits that go with it, which is nice. So, a bit of flexibility there for the Deathwing. And the preview of the stratagem, we've got two. First one is Deathwing Assault, Dark Angels Battle Tactics Stratagem. The Deathwing have learned to begin their sweeping fire patterns immediately upon their arrival from teleportation. Using the stratagem in your shooting phase, when a Deathwing unit from your army is selected to shoot, each time a model of that unit makes a ranged attack. If it was set up on the battlefield this turn as a result of a teleport homer or teleport strike, add 1 to that attack's wound roll. So basically you gain +1 to wound on shooting for units that have just come in from teleportation or deep strike, which is nice for 1 command point, +1 to wound. You're going to be using that primarily on bolters, I suppose, to take down your other toughness 4 stuff. So it's going to be wounding on 3s rather than wounding on 4s. But it's nice. Again, this is the problem with the if you're looking more competitive sort of thing. Once you teleport in with those Terminators, if you haven't got dedicated transports for them, they're gonna just foot slog it around the board, unless you've got other shenanigans where you can teleport them all over the board. But I'm willing to bet they're going to be CP hungry, whereas the Ravenwing can just move of their own accord. So when you're coming in from teleport, you're getting +1 to wound for shooting. Could be beneficial if you're using things like flamers, or you want to move away massed chaff infantry so you can get to those objectives. If you want to make an assault, you've still got to make the charge, all that kind of good stuff. So, and the second one, no foe too great to subdue, 2 command point. Channeling all of their hatred into their blows, these veteran warriors obliterate even the mightiest foes in a storm of energized strikes. Use this stratagem in the fight phase when Deathwing Knights unit from your army is chosen to fight. Until the end of the phase, each time model that the Deathwing Knights unit makes an attack with a Mace of Absolution against an enemy vehicle or monster, add 1 to the attack's wound roll and improve the armor penetration characteristic of the attack by 1. So, +1 to wound and AP1 for vehicles and monsters for 2 command points. But I know these guys are pretty tasty in combat, which is, you know, their role, as you can see there, the kind of beefy boys with the big old maces, you know, hoods, shields, and all that kind of stuff. They're going to be hitting hard, but you've still got to get a teleport strike in, then you've got to make it into close combat, then you've got to spend 2 command points to use a stratagem. It is what it is, I guess. I mean, they're trying to make the Deathwing like fluffy and play thematically to how they are meant to be represented in the fluff, which is fine. Yeah, I suppose this is the price you pay if you want an all Terminator army. Yeah, just reduce mobility. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like I say, it's only a quick one, just going over the limited reviews of 40k over the last 24 hours, and it is Deathwing. Today being Friday, I can imagine later on today that we'll have the full breakdown of all the goodies the Deathwatch. The Dark Angel will be getting codexes, limited edition codexes, probably some fancy new dice, all that kind of good stuff, and I may go through that later. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Until then, I will catch you all next time. See you later.